Hello all and welcome to KS Reviews. Um Normally I don't do these type of like off the cuff videos, but I figure you guys can get my raw reaction to seeing the Daredevil season finale. So, first of all, I hate that it's only 9 episodes. From what I've heard, it is going to be 18 episodes, but this is going to be like the first half, like the first season or whatever. So this was the season finale. um Incredible. I think we can all just agree it was awesome. Disappointing in its ending because obviously I want more, but just like this was one of the best seasons in just Marvel TV shows that I've watched. uh for those who've always agreed with me, I always thought that Daredevil was one of the best shows. I think it's even better than Loki. Maybe that's a sacrilegious, like, it's not the most common thought process with that. But I just love Daredevil. I've always loved Daredevil. Daredevil 3 season 3 ending fight scene. Please go watch that if you haven't. It'll show you why that show's better than Loki, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. Did it even have to mention those shows? Do you remember those shows? Probably not. Um but just let's just go off of the episode itself. This is going to be like a episode review slash just season review. Uh, Maybe I should just go off of the season. So the season was just great. I feel like there's only one like mediocre episode, and mediocre in the sense that it's way better than all of She-Hulk, all of Miss Marvel, all of Hawkeye, Echo, Jesus. It was the bank robbery episode. That one seems most likely like the most filler of all of them, if you get what I mean. But every other episode was just incredible. Like, okay, so how I see it is they kind of broke both characters. I was talking to my brother about it. Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk were both at their lowest at the start of the season, and we kind of see their rise and their transformation as they go on. Matt stopped being Daredevil, Wilson becoming mayor, but his wife cheats on him. That sucks. That freaking sucks. But as the season goes on, we see them, come to terms with the life that they're living. A Daredevil with Hector Ayala, and then Kingpin with Wilson Fisk with Adam. He kind of beats him up, and he's trying to get that power back. And we see that Daredevil, he can finally see that, bro, this law is not working. It's never been working, bro. You're cooked. And that's what made the show so great. We kind of see both of their transformations, and sometimes they'd even like show both of their scenes back to back, where you would see like Daredevil putting on the costume and Wilson kind of beating up at him, just to just to be frank, literally, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, like I don't see what you can hate about this season. This was an amazing season in Disney shows. We got, bro, Matt dropping F bombs. Poindexter was amazing. The Muse, great villain. I feel like Muse was an awesome villain to introduce into the series. Bro, like, I can't. The show was amazing. Daredevil's always been amazing. I didn't expect any less from this show. The show was great, and one of the real stars. I mean, you know him, you love him, Frank frickin' Castle. Frank Castle, the Punisher. Whenever he shows up, it was just a delight. His back and forth with Matt is just it's incredible. It's freaking incredible. I love seeing those two interact any chance I get. Big season 2 reminders of Daredevil. Go watch it if you haven't. I mean, I hope that you've watched all of Daredevil if you're watching this season. But if not, incredible, just incredible character. And I feel like he was great to bring back, especially in this time when Matt's dealing with, what's his name? Oh my god, Foggy. Foggy's death. I should have put spoilers ahead. I feel like if you're watching a season review or season finale review, you should probably know all this stuff. But bro, Foggy dying in the first episode, just a crazy way to start this out. Not to get too far off on a tangent, but Matthew, or that Foggy death right at the start was just, I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. I was expecting maybe a hospitalization at most, but once you saw that he was dead, like you knew you were in for a season that actually wasn't going to hold back because it was just on Disney Plus. So I feel like that was a lot of people's like fear with the new season, was that we're gonna see a more tame Daredevil. But no, especially with She-Hulk. If y'all saw for those, absolute warriors who went through She-Hulk, and you saw Matt smiling, fighting, going crazy with She-Hulk, you kind of like it kind of made you scared for this new season to see where they were going with Daredevil. But they delivered on everything that I could ever think of. Okay, so going back to Frank Castle, the guy's a menace. This guy is the biggest menace on the block. I'm a little so with the last episode. So again, spoilers ahead if you haven't seen it. First of all, the one of the funniest scenes. I wish I could play this. I wish I could play this. One of the funniest scenes. Go back and watch it if you didn't just die laughing. I think I had to pause it for a second just so I could laugh a little hard. I didn't want to miss anything. But when Daredevil looks at the guy who kills Hector Ayala, I don't know his name, but the cop who kills him, and then he's like, "No, I won't kill him," and Punisher's like, "Do it, come on, do it," and then he goes, like, "Are you gonna take a bullet for him?" And then Daredevil's like, "No, stop," and then he points at another guy, and he goes, "What about him? Is he worth it?" And then shoots him. Bro, that is one of the funniest scenes. That's not supposed to be funny. I don't think it's supposed to be. He just killed a guy. But that is one of the funniest scenes I've seen in like all of Disney. All of Disney, bro. Punisher just killing that guy right in front of Matt, who's like, "Save this guy right here, the one who killed Hector Ayala." I'm like, "Matt, this guy killed like 5 other cops trying to, you know, stay alive. Like, why is this guy any different?" And he just kills another guy and says, "Oh yeah, why is he any different?" I'm like, bro, this guy is an absolute menace. The only thing I could think of when I was like, "Oh, well, that's kind of silly," was him just walking up to the facility, Punisher, when he just walks up to all of them and just starts going crazy. Not only is that, yes, a Punisher thing to do, but I feel like he's a little bit more strategic than that. He did get himself captured. Maybe he's doing like "Oh, I was always on the inside, Red," something like that. But definitely hope that there was more to that than him just kind of being like, "Oh, um, I'm gonna kill everybody and save the day." Like, no. All right, guys. So coming back, sorry, I had to watch the end credit scene. Um, I'm still a little confused. I was hoping I actually missed it the first watching. I didn't see the skip credits button, so make sure to do the skip credits button. Still a little confused. There was a lot going into that could have gone wrong. I feel like even with the end credit scene of him kind of seeing the or kind of escaping in a way, because I think that's what it's showing of him escaping. It's still like you know how many things could have gone wrong in that. And I feel like Frank is way smarter. But again, this show has been one of the best Marvel shows, and I didn't expect any less. I really hope that with the other season coming out, that we get to see a little bit more Frank Castle, a little bit more Daredevil. The other thing, so my only complaint is the one of the final scenes, and it's Daredevil walking out. Right before that, actually, let's paint the picture so you guys remember. He says, "Let's build an army with Karen." He's gonna build an army to fight Wilson Fisk and his army of cops. Think about this. There's probably I won't say hundreds, but let's just say there's hundreds of cops on Wilson Fisk's side, and he's like, "Let's build an army," and he walks out. I'm expecting like Moon Knight. Maybe they, I don't know, broke out Punisher. Let's just, Moon Knight, Punisher, um, let's Miss Marvel, because they brought the dad on for the bank robbery. And no, we got like 4 cops. Was it this guy? You're Daredevil. Listen to me, bud. Kingpin with hundreds of cops, and you said, "Let's bring out a geriatric man, 1 cop who couldn't stop a bank robbery, and 2 randos." You're so cooked. This man has like outwitted you at every turn. He's made himself the mayor, and you decide to bring like Mr. No lungs and failing kidney. Like, come on, man. It it made me a little upset. I was really hoping for at least one heavy hitter, even like Spider-Man to come out. That would have been insane. I know that probably wouldn't have happened, but they mentioned Spider-Man, they mentioned Miss Marvel. We got Punisher. Like, come on, you gotta bring out some heavy hitters. You brought out the Goof Squad. What I'm hopeful for the next season is that possibly giving Vanessa and maybe Poindexter more to do. I feel like they built that relationship, and I'm really hopeful that because Vanessa, I feel like in this season was probably she was more of the weaker links, and it wasn't because of the fact that like she wasn't a great character because she played that amazing. That she was a great actor and it's a great character, but I felt like most of the time she was just a foil for Wilson Fisk, and I hope that they give her more to do. Like maybe we see more of the business side because we saw a lot of the mayoral side, but maybe we get to see more of the real business, the illegal stuff that they get down. We did see the one hint of it with that one guy. I forgot his name already, but the guy who died. I'm bro. W for staying loyal. For a second, I actually was kind of nervous that she was gonna betray him, but she did not, and that's pretty good. And Poindexter, I mean, bro, giving Poindexter any more screen time, that's great for me. And it looks like they are because he is out, he is free, and he's ready to kill Fisk and Vanessa. I think both of them. It probably won't even just be one. It'll probably be both of them. Uh, but yeah, like I'm really hopeful for the next season. I'm really hopeful for this show and where they take the Daredevil character. I hope that we could even see some of these characters on the big screen. I'm very very hopeful. Bro, we need to see Fisk, Murdoch, bro, Matt. He needs to be on this big screen. Punisher, I really hope gets a big screen, and I really hope that they get some screen time on the big screen. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.